So you were saying about how Daniel didn't want to go home because he had feelings for Issa.
Yes. I think that's exactly it, and that's why he got caught up in that lie later in the episode. But yeah, I feel like they both struggle with how they feel about each other, and that just makes everything that much more difficult. He can't say how he feels about her. She can't say how she feels about him. So yeah, I think that they're struggling with them, and they both should swallow their pride and probably just sit down and have a talk. But I don't think it's going to come within the next episode or so.
Probably not. But I mean, they did finish out the episode, sitting next to one another, working at Daniel's station. So we'll see where that goes.
Yes.
Daniel also, though, had to overcome the fact that he didn't want to work with Khalil. And, he's in a position that I think a lot of people will probably find themselves in professionally. When you've trained someone and then that person outgrows you or, overcomes you in your career path, it does make you feel some type of way.
But he was acting really weird, I felt like. Okay, so this guy is a little bit more successful than you are. That doesn't mean you can't still rely on him to further your career. The way he presented himself, at least at the club, he was just very standoffish, which I found to be weird, especially if he does want to work with him in the future. Like, why be that way towards him? You might need him in the future. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that he ended up taking Issa's advice. Like, this guy doesn't need to be your competition. You can actually collaborate with him. But I just thought his whole choice to be very standoffish with him was kind of weird. But I am glad that he really listened to Issa and took what she had to say to her.
Yeah, I think it was a good way to finish it out. We got to see him overcome that pride point. Interesting, though, Issa got that phone call from property manager's job.
Right.
But it was right after Daniel had invited her to sleep in the bed overnight. And, gave her a little back rub or whatever. And I think she's not going to take the job.
I don't think she's going to take the job either. And I think this is another place where Issa probably is going to mess up. Because if she really is serious about getting herself together financially, personally, her relationship with Daniel is improving, but they probably need more space in the relationship, really. So for her not to take that job because she wants to see how things go with Daniel, I just don't think that's going to be the best decision for her.
But why run from love? I mean, if she feels like this is going to be relationships, this is something she actually wants to pursue, she wants to be good at it, I guess. She's already at the house with him. She's already helping somewhat. She threw in with the cleaning, at least. They're kind of back-talking, supporting one another. And, yeah, she might have had some type of confusing feelings when she saw those two girls talking to him at the bar. And maybe she feels like if she leaves, she creates a space where she can no longer fit back in.
Maybe, but I also feel that Issa is really trying to get to know what she wants out of a relationship. And I don't know, I just feel like it's going to be harder for her to do that if she's still living with Daniel. I think she needs some space from the situation to really figure out exactly what she wants and what she doesn't want. And I think it's just, I don't know. I just feel like that's not the best decision. I think she should take that position, move out, and then if she wants to continue to, improve her relationship, Daniel, do that. But them living together, yes, the proximity is great, but I don't know. I think it's going to blow up in her face.
True. So we'll see what happens there, but I don't know. What else we got?
What about the fact that for the first time we saw Issa's brother, he has a boyfriend?
He has somebody living at the house with him, and I just say, why is black gay love always interracial? You see these black gay guys, and they always have non-black boyfriends. And if it was a black female, and it was always a non-black boyfriend, somebody would be up in arms about it. But for some reason, TV, whether it's a show that's written by black people, created by black people, or a show that's written and created by white people, seems to not be able to show black gay love for some reason.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. That's not really something I've picked up on up until this point. And I don't know, because all of the writers, I think they're based out in LA, or they have some sort of connection to that area. So I don't know if they're trying to this is how it is out in this area, and so this is how we want to represent it on the TV, or maybe not. I take your point, though, that, I don't know why they couldn't just feature someone else, like two black guys together, instead of doing an interracial relationship. I'm not sure why.
I don't know either, but I'm actually kind of annoyed by them always trying to edge him into the show.
What do you mean?
He doesn't really fit.
He does fit.
It just seems like it's going to be a caricature when they actually find a storyline for it.
Why? So far, he hasn't been a
He
caricature.
has been. Like when he shows up and he shows, when he introduces himself or whatever with Tiffany.
Right?
It's always the outlandish, girl, you look good, how you good? Caricature.
Well, maybe that's really his personality. And you can just see with
Could
how
be.
he introduced himself to Kelly, and he was basically like, like that. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like
That's just having bad blood. That could be everybody.
it could be, but I didn't feel like it was inauthentic. Maybe I should say that. Like, I didn't feel like he was doing it for show. I felt like, okay, this is just how he interacts with these people
No,
specifically.
I don't think he, as the character, is doing it for show. I think they're painting the character to be just another loud black gay guy who kikis with women.
Oh, I didn't get that.
That's what I'm like. It's always the same character.
Oh, I didn't get that read from him, but he hasn't really had much screen time, so I guess we have to wait and see what they do with this character.
We'll see what happens. Or maybe not, because if you can leave Lawrence out of the show, you can leave him out of the
We
show.
need to let it go.
No, we can't let Lawrence go. You guys need to fight for Lawrence. Fight for Lawrence. Hashtag Team Lawrence.
I think you need to let it go.
Whatever.
Let it go.
What's our next item?
Overall, what do you think about this episode? What's your grade for it?
Last episode, we forgot to give it a grade. Sorry, guys. But last episode, I felt like it was a B, maybe a B minus. I feel like this one's a B minus also.
I agree. I think it's a B. I like that they're obviously trying to deal with like more mature themes, and I don't know. It was a slower paced episode, but I still like the fact that it was trying to deal with some real issues. So I give it a B plus.
Right. They've both been slow paced episodes, and it kind of worries me because this is the type of season where I would fall off.
What do you mean? Because it's slower paced at the beginning?
Yeah, it's not as interesting.
I don't know, but they're still dealing with interesting issues though, and you don't think that the issues they're dealing with are relatable?
Very relatable, but they were relatable in season 1 and season 2, and it was still more
You just want that
entertaining.
Lawrence Hyde drama. That's all you want.
Team Lawrence. Hashtag Team
On
Lawrence.
that note, we can wrap things up with a toast. Today is actually Daniel's character. Daniel, his real name is Elon. So
You guys
it's
don't
his birthday.
understand how many times she practiced that
I
name.
practiced it a lot.
A lot of times.
But we're gonna close it out by giving him a toast and saying happy birthday.
So, happy birthday, Elon.
Happy birthday.
Still Team Lawrence over here, though.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.